parents, don't try to force your comfort zones on your children. Don't try to force what worked for you on your children. You need sight to raise children, because they didn't start with you. They started with God. You cannot raise them according to what is comfortable for you. Because if you do that, you raise that child in darkness and not in light. Your job is to lead that child in the ways of the Lord. Because no one is too young or too old to have spiritual sight. Don't just allow other people to raise your children and you don't have a hand in the matter. Don't just give your children to your staff. Be active and involved in their lives. You don't know what spirits are in their school systems. You don't know the spirits behind their lesson teachers. Have an active role in teaching them about the ways of God. Because as kids, they are most sensitive to the voice of God. It's so interesting because when we look at little kids, we think, you know what, just take a coloring book. I encountered God when I was 9 years old. And there were things that he would share with me that even when I think back on it, I'm like, how did a 9-year-old understand what he was saying? His spirit. There is no small Holy Spirit. There is no child Holy Spirit. There is no junior Holy Spirit. The same Holy Spirit that was in Jesus is the same Holy Spirit that would be in that child. So have an active role in teaching your kids the things of the Lord. I started seeing angels at 9 years old. I started having encounters at 9 years old. There were things I was even scared to tell my mom because I was like, wow, this could be a little, crazy. But then the Lord will show me, things that I could share in a time so people don't freak out. But raise your kids in the things of God. Don't force your routines on them, because you may have lived a life of blindness. And you cannot be the blind trying to lead a new generation of blind people. Ask the Lord to give you sight. Give me sight for my life. Give me sight for these children, because they belong to you. There is a reason why God placed them in your home. There is a reason why God entrusted them to your care. You don't own them. You're only a steward over their destiny. And so you need sight. And the third thing, you see, oftentimes when we look at so much chaos in the world, people will say, where is God? But the reality is, it's the people that were blind who were supposed to answer, who were the solutions to those problems all along. There are people that the enemy has kept blind that were God's strategy to answer the chaos you're seeing today. Sometimes that's why you need to pray, God, cause your people who are in slumber to wake up. Cause them to begin to arise. When God shares his burdens with you, you will begin to see how a generation is asleep. How a generation is blind to the things of the world. Because if our generation was awake, you will not see all the issues you see today. Because there is a kingdom principle that before a problem has the right to show up, the solution is already present. We see it with Jesus. That even before the fall of humanity, the solution was already known. So we're not supposed to stare and complain at the problem. What we need to do is find out where is the solution. And who is it? And sometimes it might be you. You see, God has this insurance policy he puts in man. That sometimes the very thing you can't shake off yourself, just because you don't see it, it works in you as negativity. So all you do is complain, you gossip, you bicker, and X, Y, and Z, not realizing the day you have sight, why it bothered you so much is because you are part of God's solution strategy. And you just needed to see it properly, to know what you were supposed to do all along.